way you manage your finances defines the difference between prosperity and difficulties. So, what are the changes that can guide you toward a more prosperous path? What I'll share here are habits that can help you become wealthy, even on a low income. Small changes can already set you on the road to success. If you enjoyed this content, write the word success in the comments, and I'll acknowledge it with a heart in gratitude. May God enlighten your mind and heart, bringing prosperity in the coming months. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps us a lot. A small gesture that makes all the difference. Now that you've commented, liked, and subscribed, let's move forward. Imagine it's like a dream, right? Having good habits is the first step, but it's not always as easy as it sounds, especially those habits that require discipline. The reality is, there's no universal formula for getting rich. What works for one person may not work for another, and in many cases, you need to adapt these practices to your own reality. Saving, for example, depends heavily on one's lifestyle, personality, and goals. Maybe that's why many try and give up along the way. But today, my goal is to help you find specific strategies that make sense among your own financial habits. If, when paying your bills, you notice there's little money left at the end of the month, it's time to adopt a new mindset. Many people make the mistake of paying bills first and then trying to save what's left, but that needs to change. Robert Kiyosaki, author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, recommends doing the opposite. Before paying any bills, set aside a portion, no matter how small, for your financial goals. This way, you'll be building a fund that can become a great ally on your journey to financial freedom. Tony Robbins, for instance, reminds us that it's not how much you save, but the habit of saving that's most important. Even if it's a small amount, commitment is what truly matters. When you start seeing that fund grow, a new level of motivation arises. And that makes all the difference. Remember, your mindset is the decisive factor. Think of high-performance athletes. They're guided by their goals and mentally trained to achieve these victories. The same goes for you and your finances. Having a clear vision of your financial goals greatly increases your chances of achieving them. Experts recommend setting specific goals, like saving 6 months of salary for emergencies. Or maybe your goal is to save for something bigger, like buying a house. The point is that when you have a specific goal, saving becomes a purposeful act, and each small contribution makes sense. Whether it's an emergency fund or building your financial freedom, everything starts with a well-defined plan. Now let's consider a simple decision. Do you really need to buy that new phone right now? Often, impulse purchases end up compromising our financial plans. One effective way to avoid this is by creating small rules to control spending. For example, you can set a limit on non-essential expenses. Small rules like these make financial decisions easier and, over time, help consolidate healthy habits. Economists highlight that these small changes in daily life can significantly impact wealth building. And you might be surprised to know that not every millionaire lives a life of luxury. In fact, many well-known millionaires live below their wealth standards. Author Thomas J. Stanley, in his book The Millionaire Next Door, describes how many millionaires save more than they spend, contradicting the idea that wealth is directly associated with ostentation. The truth is that most millionaires built their fortune through smart work and financial discipline, not just high earnings. Having a precise control over your income and expenses is also crucial. Many people, including business owners, don't keep clear records of their income and expenses, which can jeopardize financial health. If you don't know exactly where your money is going, how can you allocate your resources to achieve your goals? The first step to financial success is understanding your expenses. This is especially important if you want to achieve lasting financial stability. Another important point: many people, at some point in life, have had to deal with debt. But if you have high-interest debt like credit card debt, your priority should be to eliminate it as soon as possible. Then, try to use the credit card only in emergencies. Doing this reduces the risk of falling back into debt and creates a healthier financial environment. Finally, there are two ways to grow your money: save more or earn more. Saving is essential, of course, but it's also important to seek ways to increase your income. Diversifying your sources of income is a smart strategy to ensure you always have a safety margin, even in tough times. Look for activities or investments that can complement your current income. Remember that continuous learning is one of the greatest secrets of successful people. Every second counts, not only for your financial life, but also for your personal growth. Financial success is more than just numbers. It's about a mindset of continuous learning. With so much information available about financial education, you have the opportunity to turn negative habits into abundance strategies. The important thing is to commit to this change, always seeking to learn and evolve.